by divine providence, yesterday we finished the davening commentary, and we talked about the last paragraph after Aleinu, Al Tira mipachat pisa, the three verses Al Tira, Utzuetza, and Bad Zikna Anihu, and then the fourth additional verse of Ach Tzadikim. And we mentioned that those three verses of Al Tira and Utzuetza and Bad Zikna were three verses that Mordechai heard in the time of Haman's decree, and Mordechai was very distraught, obviously, that Haman now sought to annihilate the Jewish people. And when he was walking outside, he saw three boys coming home from Cheder, and he asked them what they learned, and each one repeated one of those verses. One said he learned today Al Tira, not to fear. Another one said he learned Utzu Eitza. And we talked yesterday about this, the different degrees of faith in God. It starts with do not fear, and then Utzu Eitza, that it's going to be foiled, so we're confident, and then so that we have no worry at all whatsoever. It's a higher, increased levels of confidence in Hashem and comfort and calm that we have when we put our faith in Hashem.
Rabbi, where is that written? You just said that each of the children came out with a different sentence.
That's in the Medrash. That's in the Medrash on Megillas Esther. Now,
which Medrash?
The Medrash Rabbah, Megillas Esther. Where exactly in the Medrash, I'd have to look up. But it's on the Medrash Rabbah on Megillas Esther. Now, what I didn't say yesterday, and I unfortunately didn't put two and two together till afterwards, was that by divine providence, it's funny that when we were talking about it, I mentioned Mordechai, and it's just funny to mention Mordechai, and talk about Purim when we're after Shavuos, where it's like in the middle of no man's land. It was interesting. And then I realized afterwards that actually yesterday was a very appropriate day to have this conversation, because the 23rd day of the month of Sivan, which was yesterday, is the day that the decree was sent out that the Jewish people could defend themselves. So the day that of transformation from Haman's decree to the day to that the Jewish people can defend themselves, and ultimately that they were able to have that victory, as it says in the Megillah, in the book of Esther, chapter 8, it says that they called the scribes of the king on that day, which was on the 23rd day of the month of Sivan. So literally the day that we were talking about this part of davening, and we're talking about not to fear, and that Hashem says don't fear, and that everything that will turn out okay, we were talking about it on the day that actually played out in real time many years ago on Purim. So I just wanted to share that with you. That was very special. And obviously we know that these days always, we always relive these days. So even talking about them and being mindful of them, and the main thing is taking the message of these days to heart, that these are the days of, that this can actually happen. So we can invite this activity again to happen in our days as well, that there should be this v'nahapeichu, just like that miracle of Purim. Okay, so that